Hello, I'm playing the character Breacher. He's a level 1 human druid with a background of hermit, alignment true neutral. I am the age 21. His height is 6'1". He weighs 156 pounds, blue eyes and blonde hair.
Hi, my character name is Draco Netherkeeper. He is age 22, 6 feet tall. His background is a custom background, which is bard/hermit.
My name is Wisteria Holiminion. That's fine. I'm a rogue. I am a hired killer. I am 5'8", golden eyes, golden hair, whatever. I am lawful neutral.
I will be playing the character Valkon Warbane. I am a ranger level 1, mountain dwarf, and I like to smuggle things. I'm a smuggler. My alignment is chaotic neutral. I have brown eyes and blonde hair. I'm about 5'6", and that's about all.
I am playing Vespera Calliope. She is a tiefling bard. She is 19, 6'2", and has pale yellow eyes. She has the Witchlight Carnival Hand background, and she is chaotic neutral.
And I'm Jordan, and I'm going to be the GM for this group for the next 2 sessions. All right, guys, roll initiative.
I thought he made
What? Oh, wait, really already?
Wait,
Wow.
What?
This is not threatening at all.
9.
Oh, you're
Just tell me that's a 5. No, that is a 1.
I also got a 1.
I got a 2.
16.
9.
This is starting.
Okay, we have to re-roll real quick.
Just to get you guys used to the formatting, here's how it's going to go. I'm going to ask if anyone beat 20, and I'll organize those folks. And I'll ask if anyone beat 15, and we'll organize those folks and just go on down the line, all right? So, anyone beat 20? Okay, 15?
I got 16.
16, all right. So we got Wisteria at the top. All right, anyone beat 10? Oh, look at these champs. All right. So how about 5?
9.
9 and?
5.
5, okay. So we've got Draco, then Valkon.
And then me and her both got 1.
Okay.
So we gotta re-roll to see who goes first.
Actually, who has the higher dexterity?
I have 16 in dexterity.
So you go first.
Oh.
Because you have the dex of 0, right? The dex mod 0?
Of course.
Okay.
How did y'all get 1 though?
Because I rolled a 1.
All right, we don't have to worry about NPCs for this particular scenario.
Okay, I'm before the enemy, yay.
You've been on the road now for a number of days, making your way down the southern coastal road towards Candlekeep. You have in your possession a number of tomes from a number of collectors from Baldur's Gate, one of the largest cities on the Sword Coast, and one of the places that provides ample opportunity for smuggling, illicit contracts, or anything like that. It's become your home away from home for a number of you. That being as it may, night has fallen. You still have probably about a mile to go before you reach the safety of the fortress library, and you have fallen under attack. Chittering snarls have erupted from the bushes to either side of the road, followed by a bevy of arrows that have come whistling in, sneaking across the packed earth of the road and off of the heavier armors of the troop. So, starting with Wisteria.
I would like, is there any like foliage or anything that I could hide in?
You guys are currently on the road.
Okay.
There is heavy foliage to either side of you. You can assume that the road is about 20 feet wide. And there are bushes to either side now beyond the initial kind of scrub coverage to either side of the road. To your right, it extends for maybe another 100 feet before dropping off a cliff. And you can hear the roar of the sea from that side. On the left-hand side, the trees start to kind of pack closely immediately after that initial coverage, and that is the direction from which the arrows are flying.
I would like, but there is like foliage on the tree area.
Yes,
thing.
absolutely.
Okay. I would like to go hide over there. I have keen senses or fey ancestry or something that makes it so I can hide easier and very light.
All right.
Bobs.
Very good.
I speak
so
English.
You scramble to the right then and dive into the underbrush to try to
Okay.
lose yourself there. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. I will give you advantage because of your fey ancestry.
Okay.
So roll twice, keep the better of the 2 rolls.
And then I add this thing, Bob.
Yep.
17.
17.
Okay,
plus
remember
4.
that number. It'll become important when it comes to the bad guy's turn to see if they notice where you're hiding. Okay. All right. So that was your movement, and that was your action. So you're pretty much spent here. Your lightning quick reflexes get you to the side of the road and into cover and out of immediate danger. Moving on, Draco.
I would like to take out my bag of holding my scale mail and put it on.
That is not possible.
It's not.
Scale mail is medium armor. It would require probably a minimum of 2 minutes of extended time to put on medium armor.
Okay, never mind then. I load my crossbow.
Very good. Pull the crossbow. It's loaded. You still have your action. You can draw a weapon for free on your turn.
All right. I'll shoot into where the arrows came from.
Okay, so just kind of draw on a B based on the trajectory of the arrow. You can give me a ranged attack roll.
Okay.
You're going to be firing at disadvantage because you can't see your target. So roll twice, keep the lesser of the two.
Okay, 10 plus 4, 14.
14 is the lowest. You connect. You hear a squawk. Go ahead and give me a roll of damage there.
You
Alrighty.
shot an innocent bird.
3.
3, excellent. So yes, you hear a bark of pain, and then this growl, as whatever it was didn't quite fall down.
Yeah, why?
And then there
Did you
is
miss?
an answering.
Did you
There's an
miss
answering
one?
volley of arrows as bad guys go next. So at the moment, there's 4 of you currently on the road. You've run off into the bushes to the side. So first, we'll see if we actually see where you went.
I want to go attack them later.
I do not see where you went.
Nice.
So we have 4 possible targets. So we're going to fire once on each of you, but twice on you because you shot back at us.
You just ticked them off.
Wait, once on each.
Yeah,
That means there's at least 5.
that means there's at least 5 of them.
Wait, maybe they're a group of goblins.
Actually, now that you're thinking about it, you hear muttering in Goblin.
It's always
I
goblins.
need to speak goblin. That's the thing.
An arrow goes whizzing by your ear and misses you by an inch.
And
2
then
arrows.
A huge sweat drip goes down my face.
2 arrows come flicking towards you out of the darkness. Let's see, does a 15 get you without your scale?
15, yes.
Okay,
So they both got 15.
just one. First one misses you, second one thunks in for a total of 5 points of damage.
Alrighty. I did 3, they did 5. Not an equal
Blow
thing.
for blow. All right, Valcon, you dodge yours. You kind of duck low as the arrow goes whizzing over your head. You're used to having to kind of duck even as a dwarf because you're one of the tallest dwarves you've ever known. At 5'6".
Massive.
I think dwarves are like an average of 5 to like 5'2".
And then a miss on Vespera as well. Arrows go
Oh, I'm the only person that
flying
got
around
hit.
you. The only one who got hit? That is their turn. Valcon.
Alright, I would like to pull out my longbow and try and just shoot into the brush.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check because you have dark vision.
Yeah. 19.
19. You see a number of these goblins hiding in the underbrush, so you are not at disadvantage to shoot at them. They do have a bonus due to cover, so they're a little harder to hit, but you can roll without penalty.
14.
14 hits them.
Alright. I had to do math. It's
All right.
hard.
No, not a problem. Go ahead and roll the damage on your longbow. And are you using one of your magical arrows or just using mundane arrows on
I'm
the
just
goblin?
using mundane.
Okay.
2 plus 7.
7 points. All right. That arrow strikes home. The goblin doesn't even get to make a noise and he falls down.
I'm just gonna talk with the goblins, guys.
No.
Why would we
killed them.
talk with them?
I can speak it so I can, maybe arrange something with them.
He just shot
Or we
him
could
in
just
the
kill them and take
like,
their goods.
chest.
All right. That's Valcon.
You killed them.
What could they offer
How
us?
far away are the goblins?
Let's see. Go ahead and give me a perception check first off. And we'll see if you can kind of grok them there in the underbrush.
I've never had good luck with perception checks. 12 plus 4, 16?
16? Okay, yeah, you can spy them. There's this ragged little line of shapes hunkered down in the bushes, all of maybe 25 feet off.
Okay. Was that my action or was that a
No,
bonus?
no. You have dark vision, so I'm letting you kind of get a vibe for them. Unfortunately, the 2 humans don't have dark vision, so they're just firing blind.
I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on the middle goblin.
Okay. Is that a saving throw on my part?
So there's no point in trying to argue with them about this.
Okay.
It's a saving throw.
And what is my DC?
If you guys wouldn't have killed one of them, then maybe
That's okay.
struck a deal where I gave them all my gold in exchange for them to go.
15, really? Because it should be 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your charisma modifier.
Yeah, but then we get their gold.
Because
Now
I
we
rolled an
have to kill
18
them.
and then Typhon's got
Ah,
plus 2.
okay.
Because you guys.
If you went first, you could have said that. You went.
All right.
You can't.
Goblin
I'll
fails.
win.
Oh, and then it has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Good to know.
Okay, they take 2 damage.
All right. It starts frothing and growling and yelling specifically at you, incoherently. You hear exactly what the goblin is saying. It's not friendly.
Oh god. It's like, since I'm the only one who can understand, I'm just like, you guys would not like to know. Thank you. I'll be walking.
That's a secret I'm going to be keeping myself.
Hey, hey, guess what? That's in my flaws.
All right.
I like
Breacher.
keeping secrets and won't tell them.
Breacher, it's your turn.
Okay, well, I'm gonna use Thorn Whip.
All right. You're just going to try to aim it off in the direction where the arrows are coming from?
Yep.
All right. You're going to go ahead and give me a spell attack roll. So it's going to be proficiency bonus plus your wisdom modifier. What is that number?
Let's see.
Should be 2 plus whatever your wisdom mod is.
That would be 6.
6. So you're going to roll the d20, add 6, and you're going to roll the d20 twice and keep the lesser of the 2 because you can't actually see the goblins because it's nighttime.
14 and 6.
So it's a 6.
I get a 12.
You get a
with
12. You just snag one of these guys. You lash out. All the creepers erupt out of the off the edge of the road there, snaggle around this goblin, and drag him kicking and screaming out onto the road. You also get to roll damage, which is
Okay.
a D8.
A D8. I thought it was a D6.
Pretty sure it's a D8. I'll double check.
Okay, I'll do D8.
Why would you speak up?
Damage.
You were like,
I'll take the damage.
how much is it?
1.
Okay, that's fair.
So
This
regardless-
dice is just unlucky.
Please let it be 86. Please let it be 86.
Well, he already rolled one way or the other.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it did do that. I'm choosing a new set of dice.
It is a D6 for future reference.
Yeah, I'm choosing a new set of dice, thank you.
All right. That's a 1 point of damage?
Yep.
All right. So you send your thorn whip out, and you end up snagging the goblin. This goblin already has an crossbow bolt stuck into him as you drag this goblin out
This
into
poor
the.
guy, he's having the worst day
Yeah.
of his life.
Unlucky goblin.
That is a very unlucky goblin.
He's like, I never should have come here.
I could have stayed home with my wife and kids, but decided to just go steal.
You have a wife and kids.
I don't know. I'm just making it up as I go.
All right. That's Breacher, which means we're back up to the top. Wisteria.
Okay. I would like to see if I can sneak up behind one of them
Okay.
and stab them. Would that require? I have dark vision, so can I make a perception?
You're
check?
going to have to give me it's going to be a couple of things. First off, we're going to do a perception check to see if you can actually see where they are. So go ahead and start there.
Okay. Bless me. 13, and then I have whatever it's proficiency in perception.
You're good. Yeah, you're good. It was a 15 to see him, so I'm assuming you break 15 with all your cool stuff.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right. So the next thing I need is a stealth check because you're now actually moving out of your little hidey hole and trying to get around behind them. So that's going to be a second stealth check.
Yeah, I have 18 plus 4.
18?
So, yeah.
Okay. So you basically spend this turn kind of skulking around. You're going to have a total of about 15 feet of movement. So the one goblin that you can kind of skulk around to get behind is the one that he just dragged out of the bushes.
Okay, that works.
The other ones are too far away unless you basically want to set this up for next turn.
I'll set up for next turn.
Okay, so you keep skulking around across. You work your way up the road a little bit and then sneak across the road, start working your way back down the
Okay.
tree line. All right, we'll go ahead and we'll set you up then for next turn. All right, that's Wisteria. Draco.
I'm going to reload my crossbow and crouch down behind the dwarf.
You go hunker down behind the door.
Really?
You're like
Would you like?
6'2",
Would you
bro.
I'm
like?
6 foot.
Yeah, 6 foot. Hunkering down behind the 5'6" dwarf.
He should have to do with an
The
athletics.
height. The height.
Is that all you're doing?
Reloading a crossbow costs an action.
Okay.
So yeah, that's all I can do.
All right.
The height basically goes tallest.
He goes diving behind the dwarf. At which point, it is the bad guy's turn. So we still don't see Wisteria creeping around in the bushes. So each of you guys is going to get attacked. The one that you dragged out of the bushes just kind of, he leans into the momentum basically, dropping his bow. He pulls this little straight knife and he goes to like shiv you. He comes running up to you and then tries to stab you with his little goblin short sword.
That's nice. That's funny. I want a shit.
And that is a 20.
Oh, it's a crit. Is that a nat 20?
Not a natural 20, a dirty
Okay.
20.
I was like,
Oh, frick. Why?
For 5 points of damage.
Oh, God.
You were not expecting the goblin to commit to the spell momentum.
You got shanked by a goblin.
I get it! Oh,
you just got
God.
skivved, bro.
Oh, shut up.
All right.
You mean shift or skip?
The rest of my firing line is still in the bushes. We're going to continue to fire at you guys from our vantage point.
Would it
So
be
we're going
disadvantage
to
to
have...
hit me since I'm hiding behind him?
No, but I'll give you a little bit of cover.
Okay.
Yeah. You are not obscured, so no, you're not a disadvantage. You don't cause disadvantage, but you do have cover.
Okay, so just higher armor class then.
Yeah, you're going to get an extra +2 to your AC. So what is your normal AC?
Right now 12.
12. So you're at a 14 right now because of Dwarf Shield.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
So we're gonna go ahead and fire at Draco with his much improved AC.
Gavin, you should grab
That's 21.
Oh, that is.
So they thread the
Headshot.
needle. I see it as the dwarf just kind of moves out of the way. The arrow hits Draco.
In the head.
Look behind him. Scooch, scooch.
Oh, Draco, 6 points of damage.
I'm down.
Oh,
Who are the squishies now, y'all?
Clips him center mass. The artificer drops. All right.
Judas.
squishies now.
You have proficiency in like healing, right?
He has
I have
magic
medicine,
spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has
I
magic.
have proficiency in medicine, arcana, religion, and nature.
All right,
Can
now
you cast your spells already?
dice.
No. I
Don't be
cast
Judas.
Second level.
I've cast Thorn Whip. That's it.
Well, what I'm saying is you have access to spells.
Yes.
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 One of them is Cure Wounds.
Yes, I will
Yes.
definitely
Okay.
get.
I also have cure wounds. I can't cure wounds.
You cannot self-administer at the moment.
I can use
All
healing
right.
word on you. And
So
I
the
can
next
take
attack is going to come at the dwarf. So you dodge the first arrow and it hits the guy behind you. Second arrow comes whistling in and misses you.
Thank
Does
God.
it hit me? She's like,
No, it does not. You're already prone, buddy. You're already down. And
It's just like, it's like the other
They
arrows.
can still
That's
shoot him.
too cruel.
It's like in a Home Alone.
And then finally an arrow comes in at Vespera. Oh, 22. These goblins are on fire.
Except for
Where
me.
they
All right,
my
you
outfit,
need.
I'm gonna be
All right, so you need to use this dice now.
Oh, no. No. And 5 points of damage. This dice 6 is doing
Okay,
work.
you know what? Fine. If they're on fire, I'll just use produce flame next turn.
Hey, your character.
Then their arrows
Yeah,
use
become
the spells
fire.
you want,
Then
man.
at the
and
entire
do-
forest, it's fine.
It technically can be used as a way to light sources,
That is all my
fires,
bad
and to
guys.
attack.
Goblins feel like they've had a good round. You hear this chorus of cheers come from the bushes. Valcon, your turn.
Alright. They're like challenging us.
I'm gonna
Yep.
use my double short swords to try and shank the one that shanked him.
Okay, so you rush forward to the one that's engaging the druid in melee. Very good.
On the ground behind me, like.
Yep. So since you're dual wielding, you can get 2 attacks here. One with your action, and then follow up with your bonus action. You'll have your 2 swings.
Yeah, shank is the option.
I just kind of grabbed it.
action.
Keep
Shiv is
rolling.
the
Yeah,
option.
ass laying on the table.
All right, that hits 16 plus like
Oh, that very much hits.
oh, yeah, it's like a
so
20.
tell you what. What is your minimum damage?
minimum damage is 6, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
6.
So you are going to drop this guy with the first attack.
Okay.
So here's something fun. You still have attacks in your action economy because you spent your action to attack. That means you can still spend your bonus action to take your offhand attack. But you have the rest of your movement if you want to basically pinball off this goblin and then crash into one of the ones in the bushes. You can get that second attack off.
All right, I'll do that.
All right. So there we go. We got this dwarven wrecking ball. Hits the first one, goes rushing off into the fusillade in the bushes. Take your second attack, buddy.
It's me.
That's also a hit with 16, I believe.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll damage on that. That is going to be d6 plus your mod.
6.
That's another dead goblin.
I've killed so many goblins.
You've
I'm
killed
so
3
proud
out of 5
myself.
goblins here.
I just dragged him into the bushes and got shanked for it.
Get down at least.
All right, well done,
haven't taken
Valcon.
any
Best
damage
Pharaoh.
Can I cast?
why
I want to
I
cast
did
a
you.
minor illusion of a small gold pile in front of the nearest goblin.
Okay. Just kind of goes and just magically
that
appears.
pop sound,
Like
please.
literally Lucky Charms pot of gold appears in front of this goblin kind of thing. Okay, all right.
Am I allowed
A
to
bowl
use
of Lucky
my
Charms
bonus
appears in front of the
action
goblin.
to
He's confused and looks at it for a
persuade him
second.
that it is real?
They need to. And there's like,
Do they speak
Technically, no. I mean, goblins do technically speak common, but like I was telling Daniel, if you're trying to mechanically affect something, especially in a combat scenario, it usually is an action, unless something about your class says otherwise. But if you're wanting to say persuade them or intimidate them or whatever, that's going to be your action for the turn. So if you want to cast your illusion, I take it that's an action as well.
Yes.
So which do you want to do?
I want to cast my illusion.
Okay, so just,
Kind of want to annoy these goblins as much as I can. They
okay,
shot me with an arrow. That's kind of rude.
Kinda rude.
okay.
Kind of an act of destruction.
Alrighty, so that was your action. You're still here in the middle of the road. What do you still have some movement if you want to go somewhere.
Can I go near Draco? Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can definitely get, he's all like 10 feet away.
Yeah.
You can
Hide behind him.
rush up to him. Yep. Alrighty, that's Vespera. Breacher.
Yes, my turn.
Yes.
I'm going to produce flame these guys.
All right. There he goes.
Ooh, that's a, 24 on the attack.
Definitely a hit. Go ahead and roll a d6.
Well, it's actually D8.
Is it a d8? I've confused Thorn Whip and Produce Flame then.
6.
6 points.
Wait, is it plus state? Is there anything?
There's no modifier plus. Typically, spells don't typically get the modifier bonus. You actually have to take, I think it's a feat to add
Okay.
that to it. So yeah, you just fling this fireball into the bushes, and oh, dude, I'm sorry. You have to make that attack at disadvantage
Oh, come on.
because you don't have dark vision.
Oh, shoot.
That's why you should never.
17.
There we go.
Either way, I hit it.
All right. So you produce the flame, you sling it in there, and as the flame travels off the road and into the bushes, it illuminates this astonished goblin sitting there in the bushes. Moments before he goes, ah! And just erupts in this little green Roman candle and then falls over. Wisteria, there is one goblin left, and you are in a prime position to take it out.
Yeah, I would like to kill it.
Alrighty.
Then I also have sneak attack 1d6.
Yes, you do.
All right.
So, and not only that, they didn't see you coming, so you currently have surprise, which means you get to roll with advantage on the attack roll. So roll 2 die 20, keep the better of the two.
Sweet. Oh wow, 7. Please. Please. 20.
Natural 20. What a great way to end the combat. All right. So you sneak me up behind this guy, and this guy's sitting there. He's like, "Oh, what's this?" And he turns and he looks down at this little pile of gold that's appeared at his feet, and it's like he just kind of looks, and he reaches down to it, and he pulls up nothing but leaves, and he has this quizzical expression on his face about the time that you come in behind and
Yeah.
take him out.
He's been
Go ahead and roll
eliminated.
damage. I want to see how this plans out. So here's how it works. What are you using for a weapon?
Longsword.
Longsword. You cannot sneak attack with a longsword.
All right. Can I
So
use a dagger?
you can use a dagger, you can use a short sword. The trick is it has to be a finesse weapon or a light weapon. Those are the two requirements.
I'll just use a
So
dagger.
use a dagger. All right. So you pull out the dagger.
D4.
No, sneak attack requires the finesse always.
I got 2, and then do I roll for sneak attack?
Yes.
You do, and you roll double for sneak attack because it's a crit.
Doesn't she roll double with the dagger as well?
Yep.
2, 4, 6.
Roll the d4 again as well and add that.
The
D4.
Basically, the way it works is whenever you crit, you
One.
double
Yeah.
all the dice that you would normally roll for the attack mechanic, and then after that, you add the modifiers. So how'd we do total wise?
6, 7.
7. Okay, yeah.
That was sad.
You spear this little goblin, and he doesn't even really meep. He doesn't make a noise or anything. He just kind of
good.
hurt
We unintentionally pulled
and
a
goes
move.
face
so
first
bad.
into fake gold that sounds like crunching leaves.
Oh no.
I feel kind of bad for that.
Same.
I don't feel bad in the slightest. Come on.
Draco, give me a death save.
Alrighty. Don't Judas me. 12.
All right, that's 1 success. You need 2 more.
Use healing word on it.
It's not my turn yet.
Do it eventually. There are no
Valcon.
Valcon.
Charger.
I would like to just go loot the bodies. of the goblins.
You start going through the body. Sounds like Wisteria's doing the same thing. All right. The Spera, what do you do?
I'm going to cast Healing Word.
All right.
Why do you not like him?
I'm kidding.
Go ahead and roll your d4 plus your charisma modifier.
Mostly.
You at least get 6 health. Please come out the hand. You get 7 health.
Oh,
Congratulations. I have 6.
suspicious.
All right, Draco, your eyes flutter open. There's a moment there where you have this really kind of burning sensation in your chest, and then, oh no, that's okay. All right.
Okay.
Now I want payment. Like, give me money.
Understand?
I understand you now.
Me is like no money. It's just like no one for me.
And then suddenly,
Other trinkets.
I'll give you a gold
Draco
piece.
looks at you like this and just
I'll
deep
take
in your
any of
eyes and
this
says, "In terms of
I only
money,
have
I
8 gold
no
pieces. that's as much as I can give you.
All right,
What
guys.
did I find?
Fight off the goblins. You get back on the road. You guys looted the goblins. You're going to get a total of about 15 copper off of these desperate little guys.
For each of us, or
Total. This is a total. I leave it to you to separate it how you will.
One of you gets 8. He gets 8. You get 7 copper.
He killed most of the guys, so he should get more than
8.
They have ratty, nasty little short bows and ratty, nasty little short swords. They do not look like quality implements.
take this
I'll take a short sword.
Okay.
Can someone use healing word on me? I have a big
No.
stab wound.
Wait,
You'll be fine.
need help?
Anyway.
If you're not,
Do you need help?
if you'll pay
Yes.
me, I'll gladly heal you. But
Uh,
you have to pay me.
I'll cure wounds.
Enchanted shield.
Here, I'll cure you. I'll cure wounds for you.
Okay, thank you.
Switch. How much is cure wounds again? 1d6 plus.
The spell itself, Cure Wounds,
Cure
1d8 plus your wisdom.
1d8
modifier.
plus my wisdom, which is a +2.
Unless, as
Wait,
an
I'm in
artificer, it uses your intel. Probably.
Yeah, I'm using intelligence, which
So
is
it'll
the
be
same
your
thing. It's the same thing.
Intel mod.
10.
All right.
Thank you, my friend. I am in your debt.
Yes.
Can you give me a gold piece, please?
Oh no,
She's
you
just-
get
she's a
2
queen.
favors.
Oh, okay. 2 favor. I'll take 2 favors, honestly.
I'm more in it for the money.
It's like
Or
stand in front
trinkets.
of that arrow for me.
I can sell them.
I don't have trinkets.
As long
Huh?
as they're favors that don't involve me killing myself.
I'm in a
then I'm
hermit.
good.
Do you expect me to have precious things?
Don't you have a bag of
All right.
wine?
So
I'm
you
not
guys
giving that
managed
away.
to
I
manage to
made that
loot the
myself.
goblins. From there, you guys get back on the road. You continue south along the coastal road, and finally, you round a bend, and ahead of you, you see this vast dark shape against the gathering gloom and the roar of the sea, and this infinite number of glowing amber and orange lights, the lights of Candlekeep.
I should have all the tomes since it's bag of holding.
Yes.
How dare you?
We share the money. I just hold all the tomes.
How dare you?
So who's going up to the gate?
I want to.
Okay.
Probably me since
I leave it
have
to
all
whoever.
the tomes.
If you guys all want to go up to,
Yeah, let's all
that's
go.
perfectly
I'll go
fine.
up with it with a sword and shield in hand.
Okay. You guys make your way up to the gate. The gates are closed. It is after nightfall.
How dare they?
I'm
Oh,
sorry?
gatekeeper.
How dare they?
Yes.
Oh, gatekeeper, please let us in.
So you knock on the port gate there, the smaller door inside the large gates, and a slat opens up, and you see these eyes look out at the group of you. Let's see. Do I recognize you people? You've been working with the outfit for a fair amount of time. Nope, I'm new.
Can I try to persuade him to let
You
me
sure
in?
can.
Yes.
Yeah. The eyes kind of narrow, suspiciously at this group of obvious adventurers. Always a dubious.
What are we gonna do?
job.
Take your
People are
books?
just generally biased against tieflings, and I hate it.
Why are they always biased?
Okay, 12, 7, 8, 9, 19.
19? Okay, so what do you say?
We are the group of adventurers who. Do we know who we're delivering to?
Your contact inside Candlekeep is a dragonborn sage by the name of Pelk.
We're here to deliver some tomes to Pelk. Why not? He's at the gate.
Mm.
And he can just slam his shut thing. You just slam that little thing for his eyes.
One moment,
back.
I'll have to check the ledger. Skunk.
What great sound effects we have.
My character sits down, resting after getting shot.
All right, you just kind of sit down there on the road. It only takes maybe a couple of minutes, and you hear a key turn in the lock. The door opens, and you see this big 6.5 foot tall half orc in full plate, kind of looking down at you guys. You recognize that his eyes are the ones that was looking at you with suspicion.
How dare he?
Yeah.
I like that I can look down at him.
You have the books.
In here, I hold up a bag of holding.
I gotta see them.
All right, I take one out.
We'll be here for a
Okay,
while.
it's what happens over the next couple of minutes. This guy has a manifest of all the tomes you're supposed to have gotten.
And I got and take
All
them all
right,
out.
so you go through the list. All right, everything's good here.
Then put them back in the bag of holding so they don't get damaged.
Your contact should be at the Hearth, which is the tavern inside the main courtyard. You should know your way. Welcome to Candlekeep.
Thank you.
Thank
You're so
you.
kind.
Have a good night. Don't fall asleep in the job.
Uh-huh.
That's what happened to the
And
other
he closes the door. Yeah, he closes the port gate after you guys enter. You guys make your way into Candlekeep. You go through the big barbican there at the front, and then into this open courtyard. It's I believe it's called the Courtyard of Starlight. It's this massive empty space, just flat cobbles, high walls, and hundreds of feet of just space. You know that the tavern, the hearth itself, is off to your left against one of the walls, and you can see the wisps of smoke rising up and occluding the starlight in that direction.
I'd go there.
Okay.
Do I have any contacts at the moment that I'm supposed to be dealing
Pelk,
with?
you don't have any outstanding contracts at the moment, if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
You are between contracts right now. Typically, you pick your contracts up in Baldur's Gate, and they typically involve business in Baldur's Gate. So they're short-lived contacts. Whenever you're in town, you double check, is there some fast work I can do? Okay, I'll take care of this, and then I'll go do my day job. Yeah.
Am I allowed to perform in the tavern?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Can I go to the
I like to
tavern
perform in the tavern
and
as well.
What do you
use
mean
my
I have a
perform?
background of,
pieces to
bard as well.
buy a drink,
Sure.
What do you
Absolutely.
guys
I
mean
play
by
for-
perform?
dance.
Dance? Okay, I am not good at dancing. No, thank you.
The hearth is a large double-story affair. It's got this very large common room that is actually vaulted up. So it's got this second balcony with stairs leading up to it so people can go look down on this big central stage where they have performers. There's a big fireplace that is actually two-story, where it has a hearth up on the second floor as well as on the first
Who
floor.
wants to jump over it?
Hence the namesake.
This seems like a hazard.
All right, I go to our contact and give them the tomes.
Okay. Making your way over, you don't actually see Pelk here immediately. Odds are, whenever they got to you at the gate, they've probably sent word to the inner sanctums, which is where Pelk would normally be staying, especially given this hour. Okay. But this is where you always do your business. Odds are she will find you here.
Okay. I play the flute then, if I can.
We're going to go around the table here and kind of get an idea of what everyone's doing to pass the time, okay? So we'll go ahead and start with Breacher.
Let's see. I would like just to produce a flame in my hand so I can see everywhere.
Okay. You know for a fact, because this has happened before, fire magic is strangely subdued in Candlekeep,
Yes.
given all the books. So when you produce flame, it basically comes out as this sputtering little candle flame. It's not the big
That's why it's
flame
called
orb.
candle. Keep
That's
all
what
the
I
fires
see it as.
candles.
When I imagine it in my head, I just imagine it's this tiny, cute little flame.
Right. So yeah, fire magic
Cute
in
little
Candlekeep is magically suppressed. It's one of the many Dwalmers that actually hang permanently over the fortress library.
It's probably smart.
It's important. All right, so starting then with Breacher. Breacher's basically kind of sitting off to him, kind of off on his own with his little,
Flickering
his flickering light there, just kind of admiring the flame, kind of decompressing after the excitement on the road, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on then to Draco.
I want to see if I can perform.
Okay, I believe we have two people vying for performance. You guys going to do like a band thing here? Are we doing like a combo?
What do you do? I do flute.
I play the lyre.
Okay.
Like,
So-
it's like a harp.
Yeah,
The
do
lyre?
a lyre.
Yes, because you
Yeah.
have a proficiency in performance.
Yeah, performance
Or some
and
lyre.
the music. I mean, I could like
Yeah.
kind of like doing like the dance and fiddle, so, like flute type
Absolutely,
thing.
both of you guys. If you guys are planning on basically kind of playing
Yes.
off each other and doing kind of the combo thing, sure thing. Let's go ahead and have performance checks from both of you.
Okay. 8. Ugh.
14 total.
Wait, no. Oh no, 7. 7 total.
A 7 total from you. 14. Okay, so Calliope, Lady Calliope, Vespera, you salvage the performance, but
Thank you.
it's a bit rough. Okay, so you were shot in the lung all of like half an hour ago.
Okay.
So
Three-
it's only fair to assume that perhaps the magic hasn't quite caught up to all of the tissue damage. So yeah, we'll go ahead and say that that's the predominance of what's happening here. Is you're having to kind of
not my Judas dice rolls.
right. So it's not terrible. I mean, it's certainly not your best work. You are to an extent carrying poor Draco in this moment, but it's understandable why.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm doing mostly dancing.
You should roll performance for dancing.
No, please no.
So
might
yeah,
get one.
the two of you guys are up on the platform. You do okay. You'll get a couple of coppers thrown your way.
Probably no copper for me.
Well, they just throw it up on the on the stage. So
I should get most of it.
I would assume you'll probably get 2. You'll get 1.
Okay,
Yes.
one.
Any money is good money.
Right.
True. Give the poor
Wisteria,
person that
what
has
are
no
you doing?
money
Gavin, do
less
you
the
want to
less
do an
money.
acrobatics thingy up on stage? We can see if we can earn money. Yeah. Can we do like
Okay.
an acrobatics flippity flip thing?
Try and do like some tumbling
Yeah.
and,
Gold in the back.
and acrobatics. Okay. So you
want the
guys are gonna
dwarf
try to
to do
team up to do
flips.
the tandem stuff.
You want the dwarf?
I can throw the dwarf if necessary.
That's an acrobatics check, guys.
Throw with the
What race are
dwarf?
you? Draco. What race are you?
Human.
This is the human side of the table.
15. I got at least 19.
And 18. All right. So it obviously turns
I'm
out
saying because
that the musical number was opening
her race.
for the acrobatic. That's really what it boils down to. You guys do quite well. You'll end up getting probably a collection of about 9 copper between the two of you. So you guys can separate that how you will.
Wait, how much did you get?
9 copper.
Total of 9 copper as
Okay,
the
well,
various
so I
patrons are
rolled
kind of
higher
enjoying
than
it. You'll notice that a lot of people, they don't look up from what they're doing. The Hearth it's a scholarly tavern. A lot of people are actually here reading. About the time that both Valcon and Wisteria exit the stage, having collected their coin, the door to the Hearth opens and all of you see Pelk enter. She is a dragonborn with brass dragon ancestry, so she has kind of that brazen yellow metallic kind of edge to her scales. She's wearing the sagely robes, like all of the people who actually work here in Candlekeep do. She has a satchel over one shoulder as she makes her way in, which again, understandable because she's here to basically receive a shipment. All of you guys will notice you're all pretty pretty sharp-eyed. You'll notice that the satchel Pelk is carrying already has something in it, which is not typical. Normally, she's not walking around with stuff already in the dubis that she's going to receive your guys' shipment of books.
Okay. She must have ordered 2 shipments.
Quite possibly.
She's
She makes
suspicious.
her way inside and kind of takes a moment to look around, sees you guys kind of.
I play the fiddle so she knows where I am.
She kind of sees everyone scattered across the hearth and
I
kind of
head
gives a
towards her.
vague wave, and then she will make her way to one of the larger tables where everybody can
Okay.
convene. Yeah.
All right, I follow her.
What if it's not her?
What if it's not Pelk?
Yeah.
And inside that bag
That's
is
the
the,
reason she has extra stuff.
that's the real Pelk. They just stuffed her inside
Yeah.
of the other bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
I probably would just. Should we just roll perception to see if it's Pelkona or?
You guys recognize Pelk as she comes in. I mean, the hearth is not a dark or mysterious place per se. It's well lit. You guys recognize her when she comes in.
Alrighty.
If it's an imposter, they are using powerful magic to create the illusion. Right.
All right.
So she will wait quietly while all of you guys kind of consolidate at the table.
Yeah.
All right.
And I said, all right, I got the books you requested.
Oh,
We.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I
Very
have the
good, very
books,
good.
but like we share the payment. Like I'm holding the books. I have the books, so no one else is giving books.
excellent, excellent.
But I will be sharing payment.
I have your payment.
I
she
take out
always
and I
act like
slowly
this?
when I take out the books.
She's always been a little pensive, but she does seem a little more nervous than usual.
Okay.
She's
always
totally
a-
up to something.
Can I ask her-
100%.
She being sus.
Can I ask her what is in the satchel you're carrying?
Oh. Well, let's take care of the business at hand. And then
Alright. When I finish taking out all of the
All
tomes,
right.
I slowly take it all.
Okay.
And
She nods, and as you're handing them out, she's it's like she's going down a mental manifest, the list. Ah, yes, very good.
here's the last one.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. And she'll take the books one after another and put them into the satchel. The satchel does not seem to get bigger.
Okay, so it is a bag full.
It is some kind of a magical transportation device.
Hopefully it's not a bag of devouring because that
That would be worse.
like
Puts the book in, comes up.
Oh, I'm professional.
I would like to go get a beer and wait by the bar. so that if they can't figure anything out, I'm just gonna accidentally bump into her and try and.
+4 insight.
Oh, I also
Okay,
have
are you waiting to receive your payment before going to the
I would
bar?
also like to try
Okay.
checking on insight to see what she's doing.
All right, those of you who want to do an insight check, go ahead and give me the insight check.
But like not like in an obvious way. Okay, 6.
16.
I'm like trying to like
Come on, get
do
something
it, but
better
not
than me.
with noticing
23.
and being obvious.
23.
So
Alright, after
23,
she gets
20,
the books,
16.
16, 23.
Oh, I was
You didn't
supposed
do
to- yeah.
an insight. Okay, don't worry about it. And then we have a 6 and a 7 over here. All right, you guys' brains are on the task at hand.
Yeah.
We're about to get paid here. I mean,
Here, it's you
Alright.
guys.
so
Alright, I say payment, please.
I mean, and she's always a little nervous. It's not so much that she's like acting suspicious so much as she always seems to be busy, like in the middle of doing something else whenever you're here. Well, I mean, she tries to be as friendly as possible, but she's one of those people that feels like she has a lot of spinning plates. She's always doing something.
Okay. Yeah. I ask for payment.
Of course. And she will pull out 5 separate little bags, because by this point, she understands how your group works, and each of you gets paid individually. Each of you is paid 10 gold.
Okay. Good. I'll have a decent amount of money now.
25.
I'll now be able to actually buy a tavern room instead of like sleeping in the woods.
And Sparrow, with your 23 on your insight check, there is something on her mind. And it's not just her regular workload, it seems to actually pertain directly to you guys. And it does seem to have something to do with whatever else is in the satchel.
After I count the money,
We're menaces.
like after I count the money and double check that it's
She
all
is
there.
kind of she's like a librarian / parole officer for you guys.
Okay.
Parole officer.
Okay. After I check all the money, just make sure it's there. I then ask
bad
any
she
other
has to
job.
deal with us.
Exactly.
Do you have any other jobs for us?
Well, actually, yes. And she will reach into the satchel and she will pull out a book, the likes of which you guys have never seen before.
What's it made of?
Well, it seems to be made out of like heavy leather slats bound in kind of a softer vellum. It's then banded on the corners with iron corners, iron banding, and she will take it and place it on the table.
What's this?
This is called the Book of Cylinders.
It's a square.
Okay, really? That pun was.
There's there's a Pelk will smile a little bit despite her nervousness, and she will reach out and she'll take hold of a corner and then she will open the book. And it's not actually a book. It's a container. And inside are 4 items. 3 clay cylinders that have been etched in some kind of a design along their surface. And then next to them is a small sack, like a silk or like a burlap, like a fine burlap sack that has the icon of a teardrop or a water drop stitched onto it.
What's this for?
This book came into our possession a number of years ago from a different group of adventurers.
Okay.
They were convinced that it wasn't so much a record as it was a warning, or perhaps even some manner of foretelling.
What does it foretell?
That is up to debate and interpretation.
Is it good or bad?
I don't think it's good.
Okay. It's like etch a little bit farther away from the.
So, Valcon, as you're over by the bar enjoying your drink and kind of watching this, obviously she's pulled something out of the satchel and she's placed it on the table. It looks like a book that she's opened up, and then other people at the table are asking questions. So do you want to keep your perch here, or do you want to go back to the table? Where do you want to hang out?
I'll go back to the. No, I'll just stay there then.
Okay. Sit here and nurse your drink?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just enjoying my drink over
Very
here.
good.
All right. How much will we get paid for this? And where's it going?
Well, there is something of a story to go with that. Candlekeep, as a settlement, does not have arable land or a ready food supply. We import all of our food and our supplies from outside suppliers. One of those suppliers is a settlement of Gripply up the coast. Anyone have nature?
Me.
Go ahead and give me a knowledge nature.
Ooh, that's a 21.
Okay, so you know that Gripply are an intelligent frog-like people.
Frog people.
They are frog people. Unlike their larger, some would argue, stupider and nastier cousins, bullywugs, Gripply typically maintain a friendly relationship with other neighboring settlements.
They don't steal your stuff.
They don't steal your stuff.
Okay.
They don't steal
Okay,
your stuff.
that's what I'm worried about.
Right. So Pelk continues. These Gripply, they have been providing Candlekeep with a large amount of our food supplies. They have developed a large crab hatchery along the coast, and they've been sending supplies to us for some time now. Over the last few weeks, those supplies have dried up, and we've not received any word from them. My superiors believe that this book has information pertaining to this problem. But, as I said, it's up to interpretation. I would ask that you peruse the book, come to your own conclusions. But if you are willing to undertake this assignment, I am authorized to pay you substantially.
How much?
Please understand this would require that you seek out the Gripply settlement and resolve whatever problem has created this food shortage in Candlekeep. This would not be a normal business transaction as we've gone accustomed to them. It would be more closely associated with adventuring. I have no doubt that there will be some problem that needs to be resolved, quite possibly at the end of a sword.
Question,
there's money
how
involved,
much
I'm
is
in.
paid? How much am I being paid?
I am authorized to pay each of you 500 gold.
Oh, I'm in, definitely.
Uh,
I'll do it.
My character's like,
We've been inspired.
what?
To,
Already?
to be
Yes, I
specific,
agree.
I am authorized to pay each adventurer who returns with proof that the problem has been resolved 500 gold.
So if like
What if
one
somebody
adventurer,
dies?
like if we all return,
they
but
don't
only
get
one
paid.
adventurer has the proof that's solved, does that one adventurer get paid, or do they all get paid?
I have been authorized to pay each person who returns 500 gold.
Okay.
If someone does not return, they do not get paid.
Yeah, that goes
Okay.
against my ideal.
What if, let's say he's fighting for us and trying to save y'all, and then he dies while mid-fight for everybody else? He doesn't get paid?
I'm already dead. Why would
You
I
can't
need
get
money?
paid if you're dead.
Because he needs money for the
You may give
funeral, obviously.
you may give me a persuasion check.
Ooh.
How would I use that money?
I don't think she's wanting you to use the
Two.
money. I'm sorry, I can only follow the stipulations provided by my superiors.
Could you at least give him like a funeral?
Also, how much XP?
I will do what I can out of my own pocket, of course.
Yeah. If y'all pay for the
I
funeral.
feel somewhat responsible for all of you at this point. We've been working together for months.
You're gonna die soon, my friend.
Is there somebody out for this book? Why are you so nervous about it?
It's a strange book. Anytime you're dealing with prophecies,
There are prophecies.
some people believe the book itself is a prophecy.
Okay.
That it's not a record of something, but rather is a foretelling of something.
Okay. I ask about the clay. Is it like if you hold it, it like kind of mess up, or is it like can I hold it like the clay? 'Cause I kind of want to just like look at it.
Yeah, can
So-
we touch things?
You are welcome, of course.
Okay. Because I want to see if it's like something that it's like not like a prophecy, but it's like you put it all together into something. I want to see if that's
Okay.
what it is.
Go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
10.
10, okay. So the cylinders, they seem to be the most intricate component in here. I mean, for one thing, they're the only operable, like physical component in here, and there are strong kind of pictographic designs across the entire, basically the entire circumference of the cylinder part of it. The bag, upon inspection, seems to contain some kind of a dry, hard clay.
Has anybody looked into the bag? I ask.
Yes, there have been investigations. If you wish, I can show you how to go about it, but I didn't want to presume.
Yes, I would like.
Of course. She'll take the bag of clay, and then she'll take a chunk of it out of the bag, and then she'll clear out a space in the middle of this large table and place the chunk down. She'll reach over and take a pitcher of water, and then she will pour it on the clay, and then she will take the first of the cylinders and she kneads the clay out. And as she rolls the cylinder across the clay, it creates this ream of images in the relief. So it's like somebody wrapped a picture in relief carving around the cylinder.
Is this like a language or just pictures?
It looks to be pictures. There are some devices, like designs that might be some kind of pictographic writing. They what do you speak?
I
right?
speak Common, Elvish, and Celestial.
Okay.
And Thieves' Cant, because you're a rogue.
Right, but
yeah.
Thieves' Cant isn't a
Yeah.
written language. It's hand signs and
Yeah, it's
talking
like-
about the
It could be
buttered
like
dogs and
it could be like messages, and it could be like a message inside a message.
possible. So we're going to go around the table real quick and lock down languages that you guys know, because this will
Common
be
and
helpful.
Draconic.
Common, Draconic. We have Elven,
Common and Celestial.
and Celestial. Thank you.
I have Common, Dwarvish, and Fiend. I don't know which kind of Fiend.
Well, Fiend is
Yeah.
its own.
Yeah, it's
There's
Yeah.
Fiendish and Abyssal,
Yeah, Fiend.
so or Infernal. So it's Infernal and Abyssal. Which one do you want? One's chaotic, one is lawful.
I already have Infernal, so if you want to go
Yeah, I'll
Abyssal
go
so we can have
Abyssal.
a
Okay, that works.
I can speak Common, Infernal, and Sylvan.
Okay.
I can speak Common, Goblin, and Giant/Ogres.
Okay.
I have a question. So
Yes.
when I was looking through the languages,
Uh-huh.
some of them were written like it's in Elvish or whatever. If I understand Elvish, then do I get those languages
If
also?
you understand Elvish, you can recognize that it's written in an Elven language. But that's like saying that recognizing that we're using the Latin alphabet versus the Cyrillic alphabet. That doesn't mean you understand if it's been written in French.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I mean, it's like
so you'll recognize the letters,
Yeah.
but not necessarily the meanings of the words the letters create.
if you recognize Latin, you won't recognize English. Like you might recognize English that's kind of Latin,
English
but-
is weird because it's borrowed from everything.
Yeah.
It's
There's
the
a
used
lot of
car
Latin in
salesman
English.
of languages.
I
So
know.
she rolls
Sped.
out this first
Special because I got Brennan across from me.
this first tableau on this clay. And what you see is a series of images. You can see these rudimentary depictions of what must be the Gripply. They're upright, bipedal, frog-looking type people. Very basic, almost Kermit the Frog-looking images.
Why?
I love them.
And
I love him already.
Dark Kermit then emerges from the wall.
and you see all these depictions of Gripply. Think like cave paintings. You see all these kind of images staggered against each other, and then you see them incorporating and learning how to capture and raise crabs, and how that then plays into the establishment of a settlement. And you see this rudimentary depiction of these crabs with their big claws sticking up, surrounded by little pens, and then these wavy bits that look like water all around it. Okay? And then from there, you see the Gripply moving onto land, and you see them establishing a village. So that's what you see in the first bit. Pelk will then go ahead and rinse down the clay again, essentially erase it, Etch-a-Sketch style, on the table. Take the second cylinder, roll that cylinder across, and you see the next bit. And what you see this time is the Gripply on one side, and they're being confronted by this figure, this mysterious kind of sinewy. It's like the figure doesn't have bones. It's this very kind of wavy, almost kind of liquidish, kind of bipedal
Gelatinous
figure.
cube in human form.
Huh?
Gelatinous cube in human form.
Well, yeah, it's like it's just wiggly. It doesn't really have its own defined shape
Wiggly.
beyond, very vague, very vague silhouette. As these two figures are kind of confronted opposite each other in the first initial depiction, and then that moves on, and you see the Gripply now in pens of their own. The Gripply are now stuck in these little holding cells.
Oh, look at that. That's so nice. They're being kidnapped.
They're not being kidnapped, they're being held.
They're probably in the crab pens or something.
Call it a
That is the
Gripply.
definition
Wait, is
of
it Gripply
kidnapping.
Or Gripply?
Being held
Gripply,
against
Grippli.
Well, kidnapping.
Okay.
Okay.
My theory right here is that the Gripply, that figure, whoever it is, must have wanted something from them. Maybe just food or some kind of magic resource that only they have. And they refused. He sent them to jail cells in their own place.
So outside this arc of these pens where you see the little Gripply figures now stuck, you see now a number of these kind of swooshy, indistinct figures. You see probably about half a dozen of them now standing there kind of gazing down on these Gripply as they are imprisoned in these pens.
Instead of the ghost of Christmas past, it's the ghost of Crab's past.
The ghost of
And then
Crab's
just
Christmas
past those figures, you see these, they look like craters. They're basically just kind of pits that are filled with all of these little circular things. And you see 3 of them.
Are they shapeshifters?
Wait, those circles. They must be the kickballs I accidentally kicked into the lake when I was a kid.
And that ditch is just the lake.
So, with that depiction, she will go ahead and once again rinse the clay and roll the last cylinder across. And this time, you don't see any Gripply. You don't actually see any of the craters. It seems to be a different place entirely. You see this kind of ziggurat-like structure standing on this plain.
Would any of us recognize it?
You can give me a history check if you have history.
Would
Would
Arcana work?
History is a skill
Like
proficiency.
in
Would Arcana work?
Like,
I got 21 in history.
like we have to have like
I'll give
proficiency
you
in
Arcana.
it?
It'll be a different kind of information.
I got 21
Would
in
I have to have
history.
proficiency to roll?
Typically, yes.
Okay.
If you have Arcana, you can roll me an Arcana check. And
Nope.
basically, it's going to
He has Arcana, so he can roll.
I already rolled a 21 with it.
with history.
Yes.
Okay. So this ziggurat, you've seen, or at the very least, you've heard descriptions of this from your mentor. There are a number of places within perhaps a week's journey in this region that have ruins similar to this. No one's quite sure exactly what civilization they've been tied to. There is very little in the way of surviving iconography that would suggest one lost civilization or another. But this does seem to have it bears a number of similarities to those descriptions that you remember from the histories that were taught to you by your mentor.
Will I be able to roll since my mentor was an archaeological person, or no? Like, even though I don't have proficiency in
Right.
this. Would that be something that he would have studied?
It's not really a secret, it's more just a fact.
Yeah.
Would that have been? Would he have?
You can give me
My
an
flaw is
Arcana
literally
check.
I keep a lot of secrets and I don't want to tell you.
8.
You know what, I'll tell you guys just because they'll just meddle with our affairs if I don't.
And what did you get on your Arcana?
I got like 5.
Okay. All right.
I didn't mention
The
it.
problem is
like,
there's nothing in this simplistic design that suggests a specific kind of magical effect, is really what it is. It's too vague. It's too, it's too baseline and essentially,
I mean,
it's pictographic, so.
I suggest, since I don't know anything about this, maybe a summoning thing.
We're not sure, and it is this last cylinder that's proved disconcerting. You'll notice the figure on the top, and she points out this very small device on the apex of the.
Is it a wiggly figure?
It is a wiggly figure standing alone on the top of this ziggurat.
I would assume, now this could totally be wrong, but these are either ghosts or demons or maybe even celestials that were summoned by the city and destroyed it for summoning them, and now they're here, but they don't really have a form since they don't belong here. And they, and maybe the Ripley,
The Gripply?
they had a way for them to get home, and that's why they attacked.
I don't know. None of us know, and that's the problem. We need someone to go and find out.
Alrighty.
And frankly, we need someone to help the Gripply to reestablish the food supply.
Well, no one else in this town seems to be doing it. Let's go.
I just need money.
I need to live on food, so I need to go.
Would you provide us with travel expenses and whatnot?
I can provide you. We can replenish what supplies you may have lost in your journey from Baldur's Gate. The journey to the Gripply outpost, as I understand it, is only maybe 6 days by foot. The terrain is hardly forgiving to horse to mounted travel. You will be traveling through marshland.
I would request 4 days of rations.
Of course, we can provide you with a full week's of rations each. That shouldn't be an issue. We do have another alternate means of transportation if you'd prefer. We do have a ship, captained.
No thanks.
We should do it.
Let's do this.
I can't vouch for the safety. The Sword Coast is named for a very good reason. It eats ships.
Delicious.
Literally or figuratively?
It's a very rough and unforgiving coastline.
I'm rather
Figuratively.
Thank you.
How could you figure?
I leave it to you to decide which method of transportation you'll take.
Can I return to the table and ask how long the journey would be? Because I've just kind of been listening in.
Okay, you're just kind of eavesdropping.
Yeah, just
Investigate.
on the ship.
It should take you under a week to reach the Gripply settlement, and then from there, of course, it would be another 5-6 days to return to Candlekeep. By ship, it will take less time. It will probably take you about 3 days worth of sailing to reach the initial trading post where we normally receive our shipments from the Gripply settlement, and then from there, it will be a shorter trek by foot of another day, maybe 2.
I'd rather go through the marsh.
I would rather go
I'd rather
on ship because
But
in
what
the
if,
marsh you're surrounded by things you don't know. On the ship, at least
yeah,
you
but
have, like,
there's also
a
the
stable
danger,
ground.
like drowning and stuff.
You
the
could
ship
drown
wreck-
in a marsh.
And the ship wrecking and whatnot. What happens when the ship wrecks?
We die.
Do you hope?
Exactly.
You float on the dwarf.
I'm pretty sure the dwarf would sink, but okay.
I'm pretty sure he's like the one.
Don't think he's buoyant.
As a rock.
I personally vote we take ship.
I have
gonna
nature,
go-
so I'm going with marsh.
I want marsh.
Marsh.
You got it.
Oh. Wisteria's outvoted.
I feel emotionally attacked.
Let's go for
You can go by ship if you want.
I mean,
You shouldn't feel emotionally attacked.
I
You should feel
feel-
emotionally assaulted.
okay. I think those are the same thing.
Nope.
So,
One of them's more
so
technical.
we've settled then on traveling by land.
Yes.
Okay.
Land or
Alright,
by
so-
sea? Which one do you take?
So you give me 7 days
RT?
worth of rations then?
Pelk will make sure that you guys are resupplied. Your pack, you will receive a full week of dry rations. Any of the other typical mundane supplies you would have in a fully stocked adventuring pack you can expect to have.
What skill would gambling be?
Gambling?
Yeah.
Gambling is it's a bevy of skills, but predominantly you're looking at tools proficiency in a gaming set. What is your background? It was
Which lights? Yeah, which
So
lights?
you would have had proficiency in a musical weapon or musical instrument. And
I actually picked. I was proficient in disguise kits.
Oh, okay. So I mean, you can go gambling. That's perfectly fine. It's going to be it'll probably be a wisdom check
Okay.
for a gambling check, unless you're trying to cheat, at which point it turns into a deception check.
Can I go with you?
I thought it was like
Shall
a
we
pay-
gamble together?
for cheating with cards or something.
Are we
like
gonna
that,
go to the casino?
Wait, is it a casino?
No.
If there was,
Maybe not.
Then, oh, diddly darn. Now let my grandma come there.
Yeah, the Hearth is not exactly a jumping joint when it comes to gambling and gaming and that kind of stuff. You're dealing with basically an on-campus cantina adjacent to a library.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like a coffee shop, but with alcohol.
So yeah, you can go ahead and take your long rest. You guys are going to. You didn't spend any hit dice yet. Hit dice spend before you take your long rest. So if you're down hit points, any of you down hit points?
Yes.
Okay. To get back those hit points, you're going to spend your hit die, which is a D8.
I thought that was for like short rest, not long rest.
Short rest happens before a long rest. The only time you actually spend hit dice is during that time before the long rest resets it.
Okay.
So you spend your hit die.
Ooh, 7. Okay, I'm at full.
Okay, and then you're going to gain your hit die back. You're only ever going to recover half your total hit dice rounded down on a long rest. You don't get them all back. So you guys have agreed to this. Pelk will take note. She'll go ahead and clean up the table, get everything packed back into the strange book, put that back in the satchel. She will provide you guys with a new contract. You guys have an outstanding contract with Candlekeep for your courier
Sweet.
work. She will provide you with a second contract specifically for this job.
Okay.
It stipulates, when you get back, you're going to get a big
I
pay.
put mine in my bag of holding. I'm putting like
Awesome.
everything valuable in my bag of holdings.
We should take his bag.
They
of
might as well
holding.
take all my good stuff.
XP did we get from that fight?
All right, that's actually a good point. So I award XP by milestone, not by monsters slain.
Okay.
So you guys are going to basically gain a level up as a group when you hit dramatic milestones.
Okay.
All right?
Dramatic milestone.
That's right.
Killing all those goblins. That must.
It is not.
No,
That is more like
I know. It's
Minor
like,
milestone.
You didn't die. Good job.
like we play.
You
we
didn't
don't normally do it by
die,
like
you squishy.
XP type thing. So it's just like, ooh, milestone. Okay. Hey, I just killed the enemy. That should be a milestone, right?
Yeah.
It's just like.
It's
Well, I was
just
gonna ask.
it's helped me in my previous games because it means that people don't have to worry about the little tiny nickel and dime adding things up as time goes on.
Yeah, it is get complicated when I do like 1,000 small enemies.
And it really cuts down on my bookkeeping, so yeah.
There are
Yeah, I've always
dramatic
played by, like, level ups.
milestones.
Yeah, it works
Milestones
really
and
nice.
Milestone.
All right. So
I can't do low voices.
everybody spends the evening one way or another. Are you going to try
can't
try
do
to fleece anybody with some gambling over the course of the evening?
Yeah, I would like to.
All right.
I do
Are
not
you going to
gamble.
cheat in these attempts? Or are you
No,
gonna,
I'm gonna try to be honest.
you're
for
going to play
once.
nice.
You
all right.
sleight of
Yeah,
hand.
because your
Surprising.
introduction thingy with the world has consequences has scared me. So now I'm gonna play it good.
All right.
That's a good
Scandalous.
good thing.
I have proficiency in like a gaming set or whatever.
Perfect. You can go ahead and roll that then. I will let you
Gaming set.
add
You got, like, an
whatever
Xbox
ability
controller
modifier you
set up.
want, except strength. I don't see how strength can help you
Yeah.
in poker.
I'll just do dexterity.
All right.
Oh, it can help you in poker, like convincing the other
Here.
people not to play
Or
certain
you
cards.
can knock them out, take their money.
16.
Okay. You actually come out ahead. You manage to score yourself an extra gold worth of income from your games. You end up spending most of your time gaming with another regular in the tavern, and he's always happy to indulge in a friendly game. His name is Little One, and he
Nice.
is an ogre. He pretty much has a permanent residence in one of the back corners, and he's always there reading. And he is exceptionally intelligent.
Oh
I was
no.
gonna say.
And, that I can speak with him in like secret ogre language.
Yeah, he is a very, very smart cookie. But he always
smarter than
enjoys playing a quick game.
Smart ogre, that's something I never thought I'd hear.
How much
I'd
gold
love
did I
to
earn
meet
from
him.
that?
A gold. A total gold, or just over the course of playing games. I mean, he doesn't play for high stakes. He's there to enjoy. So over the course of several hands and several games, you end up coming out ahead by a gold.
By losing 10 gold.
You lost 10, earned 1. What an exceptionally bad thing you did.
Spent 2 gold, gained 3. All right. So with that said, everybody ends up taking a rest, resetting, recharging the batteries.
You.
The sun will rise the next day. You've all been resupplied.
Okay.
Flavor.
I buy a poor meal.
Okay.
That's sad.
So I can have food.
Porridge and water. Okay.
Oh.
So Pelk, whenever she had you sign your contract, she also provided you with a rudimentary map and directions to the Gripply village by land. You'll be following the same coastal road north that you have prior. You will be traveling to the point where the coast on your left kind of slips further and further away and the cliffs start descending down to the lowlands. You're going to actually be then turning westward into what's known as the Cloakwood. Cloakwood is it is a dangerous place. Like any place off the beaten path, the Cloakwood is dangerous. And this forest does eventually turn marshy and treacherous the closer it gets to the shoreline.
No, it's just saying this time we shouldn't go there.
Wait, I have a question.
Let's not take
Does
the
it
boat,
technically count as
guys.
dual wielding if I use
like,
a
not
scimitar
going
and a
there.
shield to fight?
No.
Ah, shoot.
But, 500
That'd be
gold is
cool to
enough.
like bash them with my shield and
500
slash.
It
gold is enough for me to
specifically
retire.
says that you have to have a light weapon in both hands. To
I have
do
a
the dual
finesse
wield.
weapon.
If it's light, you're good, but you have to have one in both hands.
Ah,
Shield does not count as a light or
Dang it.
finesse weapon.
Sad days. Anyway.
All right.
Yep.
Ready to depart Candlekeep and head north on a new adventure?
Yes, sir.
All righty.
Where's Breacher?
Breacher comes scrambling out at the last minute before you guys depart the
Breaking through
Breaking
the
Candlekeep.
window and landing
No.
Spider-Man
You don't
style.
have to pay for the window.
Should have just
Run
left
before
without
they
him.
catch me. They don't
You
know.
know you come here to get paid, right? This is the terrible
Okay,
idea.
fine. I'll give them
Or-
like 5 gold pieces when I get back.
Okay, wait, no. This is what they do. Like they know, like Preacher has done this before, so they put
So who's
bars
going
on
to
the
be
window.
leading the
Like
way?
they put bars on the
like
window
to be
where
in the
he
middle.
sleeps.
I be in the middle as well.
Wait, so when I try jumping out the window, it goes like
I
crack,
would
bang.
like to be second to last.
I suppose I should. What I'm asking is, who's going to be the person who leads the group through the wilderness?
I think it should be Dan.
Because
Well, who
It
has-
should be us two. Like we should be like working together
anybody
because
have
he's the druid
nature?
and I'm the person that lives.
I'm sorry.
Does anybody have nature?
He does.
Okay, yeah, then you
Survival's going to be the
lead.
big
Survival,
one.
yeah.
I have
Survival's
survival.
gonna be the
Oh,
big
cool.
one.
I'm the
survival.
leader. Woohoo.
I have proficiency in survival.
Okay, well now since I'm the leader, we're all not going anywhere, establishing a monopoly on the goat market.
No, sir, no.
Okay, I'm just joking.
And
If you guys are the ones that are actually moving forward, we can do this one of two ways. Either we can have a primary roller, and the other person is essentially assisting the primary
Okay,
roller.
assistant.
Just
Or does anyone else want to be my
I
assistant
mean,
to help?
okay, so what's the big thing? Nature or survival? Which was
Survival.
survival is the big one. Okay, I'm proficiency in survival, so I should be the main one because I have proficiency.
how
in
do you guys
survival.
just switch
Do
halfway
you have
through?
proficiency in survival?
I had the choice, but I didn't choose it.
So he is the one actually leading you guys through the woods.
You,
Unless
here you can assist
unless
me.
the ranger has survival.
Ranger, do you have survival?
That's mine.
He does not.
I know.
Valcon
No.
does not? Okay. So yeah, looks like it's gonna be Draco.
How about you two
What
assist
phase
me,
is the
please?
moon in?
At the moment, we're gonna say waxing.
And I don't
Can
remember.
he assist me? Like,
No. He cannot. You have to actually have proficiency in the skill to assist.
Okay, do you have proficiency in nature?
How do I spell?
Nature won't work.
Okay.
You need survival.
Okay.
Technically, I could have chosen survival.
6.
But you know-
Okay.
you know what? She's the religious one. I don't need
Dice?
I don't need religion as a proficiency.
If you do this again,
All right.
you'll
Okay,
be
so
replaced.
it's
So, the
waxing.
first 3 days go by without incident. You're traveling on the road, no problem. You know the way to Baldur's Gate. You know that if you continue following this road, it'll be another maybe,
Day or so.
probably another like week or so along the
Week?
road to get to Baldur's Gate. But you also know that's not where you're going. You are now to the point where you're fairly certain you have to now strike out westward into the untamed wilderness. The cloakwood has been gathering and growing into this kind of long, drawn-out, mottled shadow of dark greens and blacks on the horizon.
Okay, if they
Lovely.
like trade things, they probably have wagons, so they probably should be like a wagon trail, right?
Do either of
No.
you have dark vision?
Pilk stipulated that they do all their trade by boat.
Yeah, you guys.
All right, fine. Then.
It's just the head
So we
movement.
use
Just
3
the
days.
sleeve
We
on
use
thing.
3 days worth of rations then.
You use 3 days worth of rations as you get to the point where you're now prepared to turn westward and make your way off into
Do either of
The
you have
cloak.
dark
Alright.
vision?
no.
Nope. Of course.
My eyes are all human.
Praying.
Yeah, just
You
saying.
guys are all standing at the edge of the road, praying to your respective gods. Please, 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 let us come out of this alive.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's
Oh,
hundreds
you've
of
got the
gold.
biggest payday of your life waiting for you when you get back to Candlekeep.
Sir.
So,
As long as you come alive, though. It's in the contract you have to come alive.
so Draco,
Yes.
you pray to Mylaki. You feel emboldened, inspired. You feel guided.
Okay.
And you step forward and lead the group into the wilderness.
Alrighty.
After 3 days
Everyone is drunk.
in the Cloakwood,
Here's the book.
rations are running low.
Not for me.
Tensions are riding high.
Not for me. I still have 11 days of rations left.
Your leader
Yeah, I
in
have-
ship is not helping
I have
us.
I have 14 total because I
Okay.
also have the.
I'm just
Hack or something.
fasting this whole time.
I have cook utensils if that helps.
The Cloakwood has proven remarkably deceptive in navigating it. You keep encountering these hidden waterways that have wormed their way deep inland or have been created by these headwaters from small little clusters of hillocks and broken hills that carve up the countryside in a way that slows your progress. You keep having to detour this way or that way to find a proper fording. And like I said, you're about 3 days in, and you're now working your way along what has become decidedly flatter terrain. You're starting to kind of hear more frequently the buzz and report of larger bugs, dragonflies, mosquitoes, that kind of thing. You're starting to get that sense that the marshlands can't be far off.
Okay.
We haven't even gone to the marshland.
Nope, but you're close.
Wait, it's been 3
I
years.
pray
Wait.
to Miliki.
Wait, it's been
Please
6
do not
days,
let
correct?
nature.
It has.
She said it was 6 days to get.
I put my
Yeah,
shield on my back.
weird.
I stick my scimitar in the ground and pray
Let's
to
go take a ship,
Miliki.
y'all said.
Let nature have mercy on us.
Fine.
on our
Okay,
journey
all right. So
through the
you
marshes.
you plunk your sword down, you take a knee, and you pray to Myliki,
While he does that,
goddess of nature.
I look through like my bag
Please
and
let
I see
Mother
if I have
Nature be
any
kind to
like
us on our
herbs that
journey.
would ward off mosquitoes.
Sure, you can start rummaging through your pack, looking for something for mosquitoes. While Breacher is praying, while Draco is rummaging, what are you doing?
I would like to pray to Mask again, just be like, I've been a good stealer, you know? been a good deceptionist.
I've been a good thief. I've been
You wanna help me, dude? You wanna, yeah.
All right, Valcon, are we being devout or are we doing something else?
I'm gonna just go look around and try and hunt something.
Okay, so you're kind of keeping your eye
I have
out.
cooks utensils.
Sprinting
we
away
can
from the
cook
giant pig
Very
that's
good.
attacking you.
What are we doing?
The giant destroyer pig that is just not happy with you.
Mischief and change. Can I ask him to maybe not bring mischief onto us? Just not
You
right now.
absolutely can ask your god of mischief to not do his job.
Like you
Please don't. Not
Oh,
right
no,
now.
no,
Any,
it's
old-timey
any
words.
time else is fine. Just not right now.
old-timey words.
All right, folks. I need perception checks from everyone.
Oh.
The only one who's not at disadvantage is Valcon,
All right.
Why
I got a
exactly?
21.
because everyone else was praying or rummaging.
Oh.
I got a 21.
Please.
16.
14.
Is that with
Wait,
disadvantage?
actually, wait. That was what, 15 actually.
Is that with disadvantage?
We're rolling
Yeah,
perception.
never mind.
I got 16 with disadvantage. Oh, you got a 1.
Oh no!
You are eyes
19,
closed.
21.
You plug your ears.
21.
You notice nothing.
21.
Here, keep it like
There is this
here.
moment of silence where all of the bugs grow silent,
I'm
We all
like,
died.
and I mean it's a moment. I mean everyone's kind of hanging there. Did the gods answer?
I instant stop rummaging and pull out my
Please no.
my goblin short sword and my crossbow.
And then a giant constrictor snake swings down from one of the trees and bites Breacher's head.
Why? Why am I the one who?
Because you went down on one knee and you prayed to your nature god,
And then got that
and
one.
then rolled a natural one.
He did not like it. He was like, first of all, no.
This is exactly why I got rid of religion.
What did everyone else roll on their
16.
perception check?
21.
16, 21.
21 as well.
14 and 21. So you're the only one who was surprised, is why.
We're all just like,
Why?
Everyone else sees this flash of movement at the last moment. Valcon, as you're standing there kind of watching everything, you see the silhouette of one of the trees, one of the lower hanging limbs, shift.
What did you hope?
Can I use
Strangely.
Can I use my reaction like when I see this to like throw?
No,
my
you haven't
hand
rolled
out?
initiative yet.
Okay. That's just like, oh no, I think
But
I see an enemy.
That's
Throw
what we're
hand out.
doing now.
Alrighty.
Come on,
Initiative
please roll
is-
something
initiative
that's
is
one.
15. Yeah. Okay.
12.
5.
Who broke 20? Who broke 15? Valcon. Who broke 10?
12.
Dexterity?
Yeah, 12. 12 total.
Dexterity modifier.
13.
13. Very good. Draco.
Plus 2 for.
And then we have Spera. Okay. And then who broke 5?
I got 9.
I got a 5.
9 and a 5. Okay.
Is this
Haha,
well,
last again.
you're just still kind of just like being.
Actually, bad guys got the last one, but they got the job. So this massive snake,
Snake boy.
this large snake, comes whipping down out of the branches. What you looking at there, bud?
I'm trying to find out what the heck this snake looks like.
Oh, there's no picture. It's
I
this,
didn't
it's
have
this
it.
large, mottled, python-looking
You wouldn't
thing.
really know either.
That is going to
What
be
was that about
7
monkey?
points of piercing damage as this snake bites your face.
How much? Hey,
Is
what was
it
that?
poisonous?
Hey,
It is not. It's a
Breacher,
constrictor
how much was
snake.
that about
Oh, that's even-
luck?
At least it's
What was
not
that about luck?
poisonous.
What was it about that lucky dice?
At the same time as this one snake comes down out of the trees and attacks
Hey.
poor Breacher where he's
Nothing
communing
in
with
there.
his god, there is another one that comes down out of another tree very near to Wisteria.
Oh, great.
There's 2 snakes now.
I like to karate
There
chop.
are
There's snacks.
You do
They are
negative
two
1 damage
snakes.
to your strength.
Snacks.
Heal it.
So,
Ding.
surprise
Man,
round.
Thank you. I got my.
is done. We go now to
Oh.
Valcon.
Falcon.
Alright, I would like to try and just dab the snake with my lance.
Oh,
All
I
right,
thought
so
you
you
said dab. I was
you
like,
pull the lance free, and then you which one are you going after?
With your
I'm
life.
just trying to eat it.
Okay, so you go rushing up to the one that's attacking Breacher and try to just pin the thing to a tree. Go ahead and give me your attack roll.
Please save me.
It's gonna be a miss.
A miss, you say?
Yep.
Hand me that
Well,
card
I mean,
that's right
I mean,
there.
like, what did you get?
I rolled a 3.
Oh,
That is going to be a miss.
okay.
I don't even think I have to add anything.
You don't.
I will. I don't even know what to say at this point.
You will die, sir, before you can hit him.
I will.
Can I use vicious mockery on the snake? It doesn't need to understand me.
But it
Can
does have to have a certain intelligence score.
Can it hear me?
Technically, yes,
Okay.
but it does need an intelligence score higher than, I think, a 3.
Just have a higher than 3.
No, it has a 2.99.
Because Mr. Snake has an intelligence of 1.
Oh,
So,
Wow.
Snake knows.
That's one reason why
that's
this is
honestly
Wait a
probably the
minute.
reason why you
Hold on.
attacked the
I don't-
person
Okay,
praying
double
to
check
the
it,
nature
double check it.
god.
I thought
first,
it was
that's why you
hideous
apologize.
laughter that had a requirement of intelligence, but I
possible.
didn't see it
It's
on vicious
possible.
mockery.
So, Valcon, you go rushing in, go to pin this thing to a tree, and miss as the
Accidentally-
coils kind of
wait.
loop around.
Since you got 3,
And dodge the point.
does he accidentally stab
Nope.
him? Okay.
There's
That's
no
only a
danger
1.
of
That's
that.
only a
I
1.
get a point of damage?
No.
Okay.
No, you missed.
Disappointment.
The coils kind of moved out of the way of the point of the lance, is what I was saying.
He gets a 1.
Yes,
Oh,
there
it's-
is no
it's Harkin and kills him.
intelligent or anything.
Very
like
good.
that.
Go ahead and give me your vicious mockery then.
Yes.
That's a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Just to laugh at the snake. Is it like?
I can't
Is he
say
in
anything.
it? Like, is
Not yet. Not yet. It's trying.
Try.
It's like
I'll just. How about I just,
So-
slash it with
Did
my
it fail?
scimitar?
It did.
Okay.
this will be very entertaining.
Yeah, you're just sitting back like popcorn
think
stuff,
my
just
modifier?
watching this.
Mint.
Yep,
Yes.
greatest
Just
friend
3.
of all time.
Just 3? Okay.
Wow.
This is the one on Breacher?
Yes.
All right.
The snake cannot understand me, but it does feel insulted somehow.
Yes, the snake kind of coils and whips around, and the tent kind of lashes out. Its eyes, the lids kind of flicker over it incoherently. It seems agitated.
You ticked it off, dude.
Totally ticked off the snake.
Me.
Draco.
My turn. No, I'll attack the other stick now.
Very good.
I will shoot it with my crossbow.
Very good.
On dice. Work. Ooh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits. And you are
Ugh,
attacking the
dirty.
one on Wisteria?
Yes.
Very good.
4 damage.
Wait, I'm being attacked.
No, I'm attacking
No.
the snake that's
The
near
snake
you.
that's coming after you, as its maw opens wide to glomp down, a crossbow bolt goes thunk into its
Great
neck.
sound effects.
3 points, you said?
4.
4 points. Thank you.
Right?
Thank you very
Yes.
much, sir.
I would have
All
honestly
right.
attacked
Wisteria,
snake
it's your
attacking
turn.
You, but you insulted me,
How
so no.
close is said snake to me?
It is in melee with you. It was almost there to get you. It just didn't get its chance.
Did it get
It-
distracted because
what
of
about
my
the snake on
poke?
Breacher?
The snake on Breacher is in melee with it, but it is about 20 feet away from where you are. They're
have-
essentially 2 different fights.
I have a whip. Would I be able to like?
What is the range on your whip?
That's a good question.
It has reach, which means that it has a 10-foot reach.
Oh,
Okay.
that's what that means. Okay.
Well, and I'll attack the one closest to me.
Okay, so pulling a dagger
Nobody's
or pulling a
assisting me.
longsword.
Longsword.
All right, so pulling the longsword free of the scabbard, whip it around, and attack the snake. You're rolling with your strength on this, not your dexterity.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you don't have a longsword.
it's gone. What again?
5.
Oh,
Forget
okay.
about it.
The heavy blade swings
Forget
wide
about
as
it.
the snake ducks underneath the arcing blade.
Snake.
Goes above it instead of moving it.
Yep. That was your action. You still have movement, Wisteria. Do you want to try to get away from this
You can
thing?
use a
Understanding
bonus
that if
action
you
to
try to run
disengage.
from it at this point, it might try to snap at you as you run.
You can use your bonus action to disengage because you're a rogue.
No, second level.
I'll second. Oh, okay.
Cunning action happens
Sorry.
at second level, bud. Do you want to risk it?
Are there any? Are there any bushes or anything around me that can?
You are inundated. Like you are surrounded by greenery
I would
all
like-
around you.
I'd like to Fey ancestry if I'm correct. Like hide.
You're gonna basically try to jump into the bushes. Okay. As you do, this thing is going to try to grab you. And by grab you, I mean wrap you in its coils like a boa constrictor.
Okay, not bite.
No, it's going to try to prevent you from running. So it's going to take its swing, and that is going to be a whopping total.
What do you guys think of my new coat? Snake.
Really?
It's totally awesome.
Here, I mean, wait, you could like skin it, make it into a coat.
Beautiful.
That's a 17.
Dude.
Oh, okay, I got you. All right. So
have 10
it hits
hit
you.
points.
Oh, ooh, oh no. Oh dear.
You should not have tried to run.
You now have 2 hit points.
Oh.
You are constricted. You have taken bludgeoning
Snake,
damage.
come here, squishy,
And you are
squishy.
currently grappled. What that means is your speed is 0.
Hello,
That's all it
Ninja
means.
Squishy.
So you can't run, unfortunately. Until the grapple ends, you are also restrained, which means that you're at disadvantage on your attack rolls, and things that attack you have advantage. And finally, the snake can't constrict another target, so it is concentrating on you.
Okay,
least I'm
everyone
helpful.
concentrate on me now.
That being said, on your turn, you can spend your action to try to break out of the grapple. You can use your acrobatics to do that, and the difficulty is 14. So you just have to roll 14 or higher in acrobatics for your action, right?
Acrobatically slip through it.
But yeah, it hoops one of its big sinewy loops around and just crunches you tight there.
How very rude.
How rude.
Right?
What a pervert.
Like, impolite.
That was Wisteria. We are to Breacher.
Do something useful.
Oh, my face.
Okay, I'm gonna try burning this thing off me. I'm gonna cast Produce Flame and basically try to hit its face.
Very good. Just a couple of caveats.
Burn your face off.
When you use Produce Flame, the attack function of it is a ranged spell attack. What that means is, since you're already in melee, you're going to be at disadvantage on that spell attack.
Could you try to hit like a different part of him?
Would I
Like
try?
No, because it's not about where the target is, it's the fact that there's a monster right here.
Would it be better if I just tried slashing it with my scimitar?
It would be easier.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Okay. So I'm assuming your scimitar, you use strength for your scimitar, not your dex?
Yep.
Okay.
Do you hit yourself? You go to 1.
Oh, buddy. Okay. So this thing is
Does it help
occluding
him?
so much of your vision by the fact that the mouth is still kind of glomped on. You're just kind of swinging wildly with
Did he hit
the
your-
sword
did
there.
he hit himself?
No, he did not.
Okay.
No, I do not
Stop
translate
hitting yourself.
natural ones as something horrible beyond. If you roll a 1, you miss. Full stop.
It's just like
It's so funny to watch
you
that.
cut some leaves into tiny pretty flowers.
That was your action, buddy. You still have movement. You could try to basically just try to run away from it. It hasn't been able to constrict you yet.
Okay, well then I'm gonna run for it.
All right. The snake
On
is
to the
going to
elbows.
try to constrict you with its attack of opportunity.
Oh god. I'm dead.
Have fun.
I get a 15.
14 armor class.
Oh,
Oh, why is my luck so bad today?
crunch!
Bad.
All right. That big, horrible, sinewy hoop goes around and it draws you in. And
You go on, does he go on
divisions, I roll I do a minimum of 3 damage.
conscious? Okay.
So.
And
Join me, brother.
he has
No!
4.
Not you.
So
Oh. Ah, okay, that's 6. So sadly, yes, poor Breacher has the consciousness crushed out of him. Breacher just kind of goes limp, and the snake starts going. "Good."
If you do not help me,
And you called me a squishy.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I was
All right.
just praying nicely to my god, and you're trying to steal from me.
I was.
It is now the monster's turn.
I know.
No, they go
Chicken
last.
toe and out. It's not even.
It's just been their attacks of opportunity.
I
It's been
swear,
triggered.
if none of you save me. Oh god.
So
This doesn't. What is,
one
is he just
snake,
gonna eat them?
this one snake basically starts coiling back up into the tree with Breacher in its coils.
You know what? I'm not gonna help,
Help
you.
me.
You insulted me. I'm not gonna help you. I'm
How
gonna
did
help
I
her.
insult you?
Take a
And
Malfoy. I
on
said no, that's a
you,
keeper.
since
And
you're
let's go
currently
pick him up.
coiled, Snake is going to try to bite
I
you.
know.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Save me.
He currently has advantage
Fantastic.
because you are restrained.
Stupid snake.
Stupid Snake. I'm going to guess Stupid Snake hits. I got a 19.
Yeah.
Squishy, squishy.
That's going to be 4 points
You're
of damage.
unconscious.
All right. So with my movement, I too start to try to hoist the elf up into the tree. We have not gotten there yet because we're both essentially encumbered by these medium-sized meals that we are trying to get up into the tree. So they're not out of reach yet.
Alright.
All right?
Being referred to as a meal.
How nice.
That is all
Alrighty.
my bad guys. We're to the top.
Didn't even get a
Valcon.
Alright, I would like to use my double short swords to try and slash.
Well, you got the lance out right now, so you're just going to dump the lance. Or
Actually, I'll use.
you're going to stab with the lance up at the snake?
Yeah.
All right. Take the attack, sir. You're looking for a 12.
Oh, yeah. That's
All right. Go ahead and deal your damage.
Snakes can hear me, right? That's how I cast
That's a
Vicious
D12
Mockery on
roll.
them.
Yeah.
12.
Wow. Plus what?
12
Plus 5.
12 points of
17.
damage. 17 points of damage. Okay. You basically split this snake. I mean, you basically just kind of unzip it like a sleeping bag. And
that's nice.
Breacher comes spilling out of it with this wet slap down onto the floor.
Nasty.
Please, I want to live.
Okay, so kind of like get him away from immediate danger.
Yeah.
Okay, good call.
Thank you. I owe you a favor.
The Sparrow.
I owe him
Can I
2 favors,
cast
because,
Dissonant
well,
Whispers
safe.
on the snake
My
that's
life.
trying to get her into
Thank
the tree?
you.
Sure, sure.
Yes. Okay, they must make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm pretty sure they don't have enough wisdom.
Whatever I roll is what I get. I don't have
Actually, they must-
modifiers. Nope, I failed.
Okay, so 3d6. Hold on, I'm gonna pull out some extra dice.
Okay.
Here, wait. D6s. Here are D6s.
Okay, yeah, I only
They're separated so you can easily just need extra D6s. Or
Well, if I get another 1 on something,
Oh,
I'm going to...
also it must
Okay, yeah,
immediately
actually,
use
I'm
its
gonna grab this.
reaction.
reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Okay, okay.
Okay, 4, 6, so 10.
10 points?
No, 12, sorry.
12.
6 and 6 makes 12.
Okay, I need to consult the book.
The book of
book-
terrible things.
The book of terrible things.
I racked it with terrible pain.
Yes, you did.
No,
Okay,
Do you feel bad?
Maybe I'll
No.
drop them.
so the snake tries to panic and starts trying to coil further up into the tree.
Oh
Because that's the way it gets
Yeah.
away from you, is to go up into the tree. However, at some point it goes and then just kind of freezes, spasms, and then just goes and collapses out of the tree with poor Wisteria. Wisteria, you're going to automatically fail 1 death save as you impact with the ground.
no.
I didn't say
fail
that.
death save.
No, because he
It's my
didn't
turn
get
now,
far
right?
enough up.
Okay, thank God.
He was basically still at like 5, and this one, she forced it to run away
Okay.
before
All
falling.
right. It's my turn, right?
This was Spera.
Yes.
You had your action. You have a movement.
Okay, can I go and heal her? I want to use
Heal
Wait,
you already
Healing
used your-
Word, which is a bonus.
It is a bonus action. Unfortunately, it can only be coupled when you use a cantrip. That's the way the bonus action spells work. If you have a bonus action spell, you can couple it with a cantrip, which typically take an action. But sadly, since you used a first level, big, powerful Oompa spell, you don't have the degree of focus to basically split it immediately into another spell. But you can run over to your friend.
I would like to at least
Okay.
go over
I
to
go
her.
over to Asteria and I do Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Alrighty. Cool. So it's plus my intelligence, correct?
Yes.
6 hit points. You're healed 6
Yeah.
points.
All right, Wisteria, your eyes snap open. Oh. Wisteria, it's your turn. It didn't get a chance to really start swallowing you.
That's good.
Him on the other.
He, on the other hand, is
You're holding
inundated with snake bits.
Ugh.
Yeah,
But,
you can deal with that yourself,
I'll
sir.
clean myself off.
So, it is your turn. You see Valcon off to one side. He's pulled Breacher away from kind of the kill zone.
Thank
up
you.
Against one of the trees. It looks at the moment the only person who's currently unconscious is Breacher, and you don't see any other snakes.
Okay, so they're both dead?
Yes.
Is there so the marsh is it's watery, right?
It's going to be watery and muddy and mucky and peaty.
Marshes are usually like that.
Yeah.
They're not like
big
clean
is the
water.
snake?
The snake itself is probably about 20 feet long.
Could I?
I mean,
try
it's about that big around.
Could I detach, if you would? Can I take its teeth?
Alright, you want me to scan that one for
Yes,
you?
please.
All right.
Alrighty.
I'll pay you.
But technically, tried to take it.
That's 20!
All right. So you guys get 2 expertly skinned large constrictor snake skins.
All right, money.
We could all sell this back at
Trying to take an arrow.
No, we could sell this someplace.
You guys could
You did not.
probably
You
sell
dodged
this
out of the
back at
way
Baldur's
and then
Gate
hit
with
me.
that.
Wait,
How does-
did not
people
do
love
How
snake
does 5
skins and
gold
animal
sound?
skins.
Would that be alright?
In the real world.
You could also, I mean, you could probably
No.
also commission a craftsman to.
I'll take this.
Yeah.
If you're
Oh,
not paying
that'd
me
be
well,
cool.
Yeah.
then I'll
Natural, I can
give it to her or pay me.
I can only use
Or
natural armor.
You
Three
could
gold?
probably either turn this into leather
4.
armor or hide armor.
Which one's better?
3 gold and 5 copper.
They have their own,
No.
they have their
How much money
respective
do you have?
limitations. In your case, I think hide armor is probably better than leather.
5 gold
It
because
has a
that's what she
slightly
paid,
higher
so-
armor class bonus, but it's heavier
There you
armor.
go. Yes.
Okay.
I get 10 gold.
Yay.
You could
I get
also
my money.
have it
I get my
be
money back from the
gussied
ink
up
bottle.
into a cape or a
Ink bottle's 10
cloak or
gold.
some boots. Who knows?
I know.
boots.
I spent
Green
that.
boots for-
And I have it back.
It's like that scene in Angry Birds.
That's why I
2.
wanted survival, so I can like skin things and get and like
Black
get,
got dark.
things for potions and magic items.
Get the thingamabobs.
All right.
I wonder what I would have rolled if I. Oh, I would have been able to get it.
So, with that,
Sure, but
the animal
I'm an
attack is
expert.
over. The sounds of the wilderness return. The buzzing and the.
That's stranger than
That's why everything went quiet, not because of the gods.
Because of the snakes, they're like,
Predators nearby.
I don't know,
All the
maybe
bugs want to be silent because
who
they don't
prayed
get
to the
eaten.
nature god? Maybe you upset him.
I kind of assumed that as soon as I got bitten on the snake, it's like God of nature.
Did we
Yeah,
have?
Give me
Did,
them.
good luck through this marsh.
did we have to?
Oh God!
Did we have to roll for praying?
For praying? No.
Because religion's a thing.
Typically, I don't incorporate mechanics tied to faith unless it's a very specific and potent character moment, or you're a
Maybe he
cleric
failed me.
or a paladin, someone who actually focuses that aspect into a greater part of their life. So,
Into
Alright.
holy sword power hit.
yeah. So, with that in mind, we're looking at probably early afternoon at this point. You're 6 days out from Candlekeep. You know that the marshlands are near.
We haven't even reached the
Let's
marshland.
let's head out. We continue.
Yeah, we got
Roll a new survival thing.
Somebody heal me, please.
Then-
I will pay to be healed at this point.
Oh,
You
I'm
will?
okay.
I'm
Yes,
just
I will.
tired of this.
Uh,
I'll pay you
I-
4 gold if you can heal me.
I cast Cure Wounds on him.
She's like, is your life worth 4 gold?
Okay.
That's a whole
you
spell
heal
slot.
9 health. You heal 9 health.
What?
You heal 9 HP.
You cure wounds me?
Yes.
Thank you.
4 gold, please.
I only have 2 spell slots. I only have 1 left right now.
Okay.
I have no spell slots left. So.
Thank you.
We're going to go ahead and set up your survival check for the following morning. So
Okay.
today you spend the rest of the day finding a place that is a serviceable place to rest.
I guess.
Never mind.
All right, 4
Yeah,
gold.
no.
4 gold, please.
What?
4 gold.
Okay.
So, with that, you guys are going to be camping out in the wilderness.
Yes.
I'm glad I have a bedroll.
Yeah.
That's nice.
You actually? Oh, lucky
I don't
you.
like that look. That's threatening.
Well, are you folks setting up watches?
Yes.
Question: is there a small cave nearby? Hermit's Lake Levine cave.
That's your logic.
No, seriously.
Hey, just give
That's
shelter.
what hermits usually do.
You know what? If you make this comment to Draco, he can give me a survival check. See if you can find a cave.
Yeah, I can.
I
do
like,
a
I like
survival
caves
check.
as well.
Do you have survival?
14.
Yes.
I thought you said you weren't proficient in survival.
Well, I can just do a survival check, can't I?
No.
Then you have to be proficient.
What the
All right,
stuff?
14.
Psych.
Huh?
14.
14? Yes. You do manage to find a cave.
All right.
It is relatively dry.
I say, hey Ranger, come with me, and let's go into here and make sure there's nothing living in here.
Okay.
So, I want the Ranger because he's spear, so we can, like, if there's a bear, poke it, run,
Okay.
that thing.
All right. All right.
Time for those
So I
two.
heard that you guys are taking watches.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
I think
better.
I'll take second watch.
Traditionally, I go with 3 watches.
I'll take 3rd.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Either.
You
Firstly, I
should,
like one
okay,
watch.
here's my
Huh?
idea.
First, I like
Uh,
one watch.
Here, we each of us take 4 hours of a watch, each 1 hour each, and then she takes the rest of it because she can only sleep 4 hours, and then she can like do small
kinda
tasks like
genius.
doing watching for the
That's,
rest.
I mean, it's a fair point.
Yeah. So
You need
that's,
the least-
that's what we
With
do.
that?
That's what we do.
Okay.
So my question is there any watch during the evening where I have just one or both of these guys?
That's a little bit foreboding right there.
Because they don't have dark vision.
Oh.
No, that's not a good idea. Don't
Okay.
let that happen.
Okay. Here.
It sounds like we probably want to have Wisteria on one watch,
Mostly
Valcon on
that it
one
gives me
watch,
+1 on all my things.
Nispera on
Sure,
one
yeah,
watch,
same.
and
Also
then
being
these two
human, you can have
chuckleheads will
any
each be on
alignment.
one of those watches with you.
Yeah.
You three. Okay.
Because they're squishies.
Ah,
Right.
shut up.
So if that's the case,
Says the person who also fainted along.
if that's the case, it makes I think probably more sense for because they're both pure casters essentially, to have one of them on first watch, one of them on third watch, and then we've got one person on second watch on their own. So my question
I'll
is,
take second because
take
I'm a
third.
pretty much pure caster.
You'll be on third with me.
Okay, oh yeah.
and
Okay.
I got a light crossbow too. So
okay,
I've
are
got
you cool with
range.
that?
Do you have dark vision?
Yep.
All right.
Like,
So you just sleep for 4 hours and
and
then you watch.
Yeah.
I don't.
So I have to roll with disadvantage.
Though it is nice to have a.
You only
+1
have
in
to
every
roll a
single stat.
disadvantage if something happens.
Do I have to roll with
Do I want to
disadvantage?
heal or do
I don't know
want
yet. That's what I'm checking.
Ah.
Who's on third watch? Raise your hands.
I think I'm on first, right?
You are. You're on first watch with Draco.
Get
So at the moment, you're actually up because you only need the 4 hours of sleep. So you're technically available for this too. The three of you, I need perception checks. Now this is sound based, so you're not at the moment at disadvantage.
Oh, thank God.
Me or
17.
Them, this is on
Okay.
third watch. You're good.
I found.
Your watch went off without a hitch.
It's on eBay. To you.
15.
15?
17.
17?
I'll give it to you for 1 gold.
How did Wisteria do?
Madison, roll,
Let me roll.
roll.
Perception.
18.
18.
And then I also
All right.
Whatever on it.
All of you hear something.
Oh, great.
And
Out.
that something is a carnival.
Man,
No,
that would
it's
be
not.
really nice.
No, it is not. Far from it.
Is it moaning?
There is something out there large. You hear the crunch of underbrush.
I'd like to hide.
Hmm?
I'd like to hide.
You just immediately just whoop, up a tree, hiding in the branches. So Wisteria instinctively scampers up a tree.
I'm
Do
gonna
we have
run
like
into
a
the
fire
cave.
going?
Huh?
Do you have like a fire going?
That's up to you guys.
No.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Okay, I hide in a bush.
Yeah, third watch, you guys could have just cold camped it. You could have, killed the fire and left it dark. Not a problem.
I would like to scamper over to these two and
I'm
just
I'm running into a bush.
Wake him up.
you two do rock paper scissors.
Okay.
Huh?
Just do it really fast.
I'm
You want to go wake me up, please?
Okay,
rock,
fine.
paper,
I
scissors.
run and wake you up and stuff.
I drag him into the bush.
All right.
Oh no! Just wake me up and then just wake me up, please.
Okay, fine. I wake you up.
And then I go to the bush. Do you want to go?
We are
But I have
all
my
hiding.
crossbow ready. It's already. I loaded it. It was like earlier that day. After,
Okay.
I want to cast a minor illusion of someone in a sleeping bag if I can, like small person, so it's 5.
Someone in like a bedroll.
Hey guys, should I?
Okay.
So
I
someone
go
in a bedroll,
tinkering?
and then can I try to go hide?
Excuse me, I can cast that too, so I'll join her in that.
Decoy.
Okay.
We're gonna set up decoy
I-
people.
Do magical tinkering like an action and have a foul odor and I can put it around like next to the cave. I'm
Okay.
gonna make it a crossbow bolt that's emitting a foul odor, and I can do this because it's magical tinkering.
Okay.
So it probably
So you
not-
basically you take a crossbow bolt out of your supplies. You use it as the originator of its scent, and then you place it there.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I did it.
So each of you is going to essentially get an action to do something. Okay.
Okay.
So in your case, you guys are in a cave. So
I'm in a cave?
yes, they explicitly went and found a cave to take shelter in, so they didn't get rained on. You can go out of the cave and up a tree if you want.
Yes, please.
Okay. So Wisteria bolts out of the cave, and you hear scrabbling sounds.
Okay.
You
God.
create the illusion there by where the fire has been
Yes.
allowed to burn out, and I'm assuming you kind of try to duck into a dark corner
Yes.
in the cave.
And I,
Valcon?
I try and dive into a bush.
So you're going to exit the cave as well and find a place to hide?
Yep.
Just hope my
Alright.
illusion works.
And you
I do the thing. and
create the scent. All right.
then, and then I go in further into the cave.
You essentially do what she does. You go and bolt back into a
No,
dark
I'm gonna
corner.
get chased in the back of the cave, then eaten.
Breacher.
No, I'm
gonna hop
gonna
in the
use
bush?
Yep,
So you
hop into
leave the
bush.
cave and jump into a bush.
We're in the cave.
You are in the cave.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, yeah, I'm just gonna leave the cave and hop to a bush.
Wait, we're in a cave?
I want to see.
They
I'm
decided.
kidding. I knew that.
Okay.
All right. So those of you who have decided to try to jump into a bush to be sneaky, I need a stealth check.
Oh, I just have a plus 0 on that.
I also have it. My crossbow is ready, so like I would use my
Bless me,
reaction
oh
to
dice.
shoot.
Bless me.
I got a 15 plus
18.
0.
Okay.
I got
15.
17-ish?
Okay.
Ish.
What's
It's
ish?
proficiency plus your dexterity, so yeah.
I don't know what my proficiency is.
Proficiency
Plus
is
2.
Oh, sweet, yeah. Then it's a 20.
Okay.
18.
Alrighty. And then you created your illusion and then just ducked into a corner.
Same
So
as
Draco ducked into the other corner. You have your
I did an
little.
illusion and then duck into the corner.
Exactly.
Have my crossbow ready for if it
Imagine
actually
just
just
a
comes
little
over.
squirrel or something, you know?
Yeah, we're all just chilling. We
Oh.
have illusions
Okay,
going.
I'm sorry. Does a squirrel make thumb? Thumb.
Yes.
It's a giant squirrel.
It's a giant squirrel.
What the heck are you
Giant
guys
squirrel
thinking?
is carnivore.
Those of you who ran outside to jump into your bush, I need perception checks. This, unfortunately, you are disadvantaged at because you're out in the dark.
Aha, you
It is
fool.
sight-based.
Oh,
17 again.
I got
Do I
eight.
get?
Oh,
I'm
8
assuming
plus
we.
3,
I got
that's
like a
9.
short rest
Plus 8 plus 3.
since it wasn't.
Yeah.
Thank you. And
Um,
then plus 2.
Am I allowed to get like spell
13.
slots back? It doesn't specify anything about spell slots. In
Spell
that.
slots come back to you on a
Perception is
long
not
rest.
dexterity
Okay.
based, it's wisdom
So.
based.
20
I'm just glad I
dirty.
have one left.
And as of right now, if nothing happens over the course of this little chunk here,
Dexterity's plus 4.
well, even if it does, you'll still get your slots back
Minus strength
at the
and
end of
maybe
this whole
charisma.
Plus
whole
3.
process.
Turn.
All right,
Charisma's plus 3.
All right, 17.
17. Wisteria, how'd you do?
13.
13. All right, so it's going to be Valcon.
Got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That's with disadvantage.
Oh god.
You forgot about it.
Psych.
10.
Okay. Okay. So
harsh, right
both
there.
Wisteria and Breacher, from your little vantage points, you're looking down the slope of this ravine because you're in a cave. It's on the side of a ravine. You're looking down the slope. There's something moving, or some things moving, like a great train of objects kind of crunching through the underbrush down below you. Valcon, that is not a long train of things. That is one thing. That is the largest snake you've ever seen in your life. And that's where we're going to leave it.
No, okay.
You just leave it there.
No,
I'm blaming this on you. You were the one who prayed to the nature god. What happened?
Oh, shut up!
No, I simply
did nothing.